Planning, budgeting, forecasting. It's critical in business. We get so caught up in the day-to-day and the doing, which is obviously very important, but we need to be planning. Where are we going? What are we expecting is going to happen? Are there some positives or negatives that will impact us? How do we plan for those? What are we going to do about it? How do we minimize the negative impacts? How do we take advantage of any positive impacts? So we need to make sure that we are always looking forward with regards to what's happening, what's likely to happen, how is that going to impact you and your business. So obviously step one is to actually review what's happened. So reviewing your numbers, what's happened in the previous year, what were the major factors that impacted that? Did we grow? Did we shrink in business? We need to set our financial goals. We need to identify all of our revenue sources. Are there any other offshoots in terms of services or products we can introduce? What's that going to mean in terms of our overall financial performance? We need to estimate these forecasts. We need to assess all of our costs, both fixed and variable. So that's obviously critical, because sometimes we just let things continue to roll on when we're not really getting some value of it, whether they're subscriptions to certain things. How often are we reviewing insurances? How often are we reviewing our standard outgoings? You'd be amazed that you could probably make some savings there. And whilst you're thinking, a few dollars doesn't matter, those few dollars build up and then they compound over time. So it does matter and can have a significant influence. Are there any things you need to acquire for your business? Are there any sort of major capital purchases? Planning for that is important, because that's going to affect your cash flow. Obviously accounting for all your taxes, and I've spoken about this on a number of occasions. We need to make sure that we're planning for these taxes, because they're just another cost like any other cost in your business. So don't ignore them. Being prepared for any contingencies with what might happen in your business, or even internally with your staff. So all that's very important to make sure that you're on top of it. So you need to not only set this in place, you need to constantly review it on a regular basis. I would suggest monthly at the very least, because it's one thing to sort of put a budget in place or a forecast in place, but you need to then measure that, see how you're performing, keep tweaking that on a regular basis. It's not a set and forget thing. You're always going to be looking forward. What's coming up? How is that going to impact us, both positively and negatively? And what can we do to minimize the downturn and maximize the advantage? Hope you found this useful. Thanks for listening, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.